y'all, it's your girl Milan, and I'm coming back at you today with another makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you recreate this look, and if you do recreate it, please, please, please tag me. This is such a beautiful look. You could really use it for anything, not just the fall. You can use it for like date night, Christmas party, whatever, you know. So yeah, if you guys use it, tag me. And also, all the products I used will be listed in the little box down below. Now let's get into this video, and I won't keep y'all waiting no more. Love you.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with just brushing out our brows with a spoolie or something, you know. Now we're gonna use our Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. I use the color medium brown. And I'm filling it in with the Morphe brush, except I usually use the Anastasia brush 12 or the Kat Von D eyebrow brush, but for some reason I can't find either one, so I'm just going to fill it in with this. And I wasn't even going to do my brows on camera because it was just so hard, but I decided to just show this clip so you could at least see kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to do a brow tutorial when I have some time, so I could do like an in-depth type brow tutorial. And now I'm going in with the Juvias Place concealer. I think this is in the shade 16. I'll have everything down below. And I'm using a Morphe brush to conceal my brows. This brush is bomb. Y'all need to go get it. Now I'm gonna drag down that concealer because I'm gonna put eyeshadow on. So like I just drag the concealer down. I don't add any more, just whatever was on the brush and whatever was on my eyelid. And then I'm gonna set it with some translucent powder. You can set it with whatever kind you have. I use Mercier. Now I'm about to go in with my Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna have all this listed down below in the order that I used it because I don't have the stuff with me right now. And I just used a fluffy brush to put that in the crease. And then I decided to mix these two colors and do it because I wanted a more reddish tone. And I kind of dragged it down just a little bit, but not too much because I'm going to put another color on the lid. Now I use that same palette, that nude shade. I'm going to buff out the top of that so it kind of like blends it out so it's not so harsh. Then I use another Morphe palette. I love Morphe palettes. They are so bomb, so pigmented, and affordable. Now I'm using a different Morphe palette, and I'm going to pack that brown shade onto the lid. Now I'm just going to blend that all out. Clean up the edges a little bit. And then I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and blend out the edges so they're not so harsh. A clean eyeshadow brush. Make sure you let that dry first. Now I'm going to take this shade in the same Morphe palette and highlight. I'm going to highlight at the top of my brow bone and in my inner corner. This is a little trick that I like to use. I use my Tarte concealer and I put it where I have my dark circles. I have hereditary dark circles and like a dip under my eyes because I'm Italian, and I don't know, we just get that. So I'm gonna put that on there, let it dry, and it just helps from having such like dark, like deepness when I put my foundation on, if that makes sense. Now I'm gonna use my Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. I love this primer. I'm going to use my Nars Radiant Longwear foundation in the shade Barcelona. This is my favorite holy grail foundation. I've been using this for years. It is the best. And I'm applying it with a Morphe brush. Now I know some of you guys say that's not my shade, but it is my shade because my face is darker than my neck. For some reason my neck and my torso get darker than my face and my arms. I don't know what it is, but it's annoying when y'all say that the shit don't match, because it does. Now I'm just going to go in with my concealer and highlight everything. I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. I'm going to make sure I get all them creases out, and then I'm going to go in and set it with the Mercier and the Hourglass translucent powder. I'm going to mix them too. And I don't really like to bake. I kind of just push it in and set it everywhere. Now I'm going to use my MAC. I think this is in the shade Medium Tan. And I'm just going to put that all over my face, just to kind of like lock everything in. Now I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick. Actually, I think this is a foundation stick. I think it's Coca or Espresso. I don't remember. It's one of them. But I use this to cream contour. I'm sorry, my sister called me, so I was on the phone talking. Now I'm going to deepen that contour with one of my MAC powders. I use 2 MAC powders and a Morphe palette, so I do a lot of contouring, but it all looks good in the end. You gotta make sure you go back in with that beauty blender to buff out some of that contour if it gets too dark or too much. Makeup is really all about blending and making things look seamless. And I like to cut my contour, make it like super intense on my cheeks. I know everybody don't like that, but I like mine like that. Now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe blush palette. This one is in Pop of Coral. And if you put too much, you can just go back in with your beauty blender. And now I'm contouring my nose with that same Morphe palette in the shade Donut. And I just went right over my highlights because I felt like everything needed to be re-highlighted. And I also used the Becca Champagne Pop to do my cheeks and my bridge of my nose and above my lip. Now I use my Morphe setting spray, and I'm using my Oak lip liner from MAC. And then I used Myth in the middle